add in a plane, change the timeline to geometry nodes. Click on New, Shift A, and get a distribute points on faces and drop it in between. This node is going to distribute points on our faces. You can see right here we have a density, which will increase or decrease how many points there are, and we have a seed, which will randomize where the points are. Right now it's set to random, but we also have Poisson Disc. If we change the distance minimum, this basically gives us a minimum distance that the points need to be from each other. In this way, we could make sure that they don't intersect. This density factor will control how many of the points are used. Then get an instance on points and drop it after. This one is going to distribute an instance for every point. An instance is basically a duplicate of an object. We could go ahead and add a Suzanne, move it to the side, and right here we could left click and drag our Suzanne into our geometry nodes. Plug the geometry into the instance. They're way too big, so out of the scale, get a random value. We're going to change this to float, plug it back in, put the minimum up a little bit, and the maximum down. To join the plane back in, Shift A, and let's get a join geometry and drop it after the instance on points. Plug the original group input into the join geometry. So after the object info, add a transform geometry and increase the Z location. If we want to vary the rotation, out of the rotation, get a random value and vary the values however you want. If you want to use a collection instead, you could add a collection info node, enable separate children and reset children, and enable pick instances on the instance on points.